Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopefully let Akim out there, pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah has created us to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line of your lineage goes back to you being a so-called black, Hispanic, or Native American, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Hey, Shalom. It's your brother Halaki from the GMS Denver camp, coming back once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shah, with another lesson. And we're going to start here in Isaiah 13:6. It says, "Howl ye, for the day of Yahweh is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty." Now, what is this talking about? This is going into when the Most High finally allows these ICBM missiles to be unleashed in the earth. You see, to fulfill the great destruction that He's promised is going to come upon Babylon the Great. Because this is how America goes out, man, by way of nuclear fire. Now, I wanted to bring that out because, matter of fact, we keep going on this. Let's get a couple more verses. Verse 7 says what? "Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt, and they shall be afraid. Pains and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Behold, the day of Yahweh cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it." You see that? And that's going into what? The land of America being destroyed right along with the inhabitants thereof, man. And the only ones who are going to escape this destruction is the remnant of the nation of Israel, those who the Most High has prophesied to be saved from this destruction when it comes. Now, what I want to do is I want to go into Joel 2 to show you that this is written all throughout the scriptures, man. You see? This is how the Most High is going to punish the world for their wickedness. Matter of fact, we'll get these last two verses right here. Matter of fact, let's read 9 again. Isaiah 13:9, it says, "Behold, the day of Yahweh cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it." You see that? He's going to destroy the sinners, man. Not this bullshit the pagan Christian church tells you, oh, God hates the sin, but he loves the sinner. No, man. The Most High said he's going to destroy sinners, man. You see? He's going to destroy 2/3 of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And he's going to destroy these heathen nations that are still going to be here in this land once those missiles are shot off. Verse 10 says what? "For the stars of heaven and their constellation shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cast her light to shine," because that's how much smoke is going to be rising when America is hit by this fire, man. And the Most High says what? Verse 11, "And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and lay low the haughtiness of the terrible," man. So you people are going to be humbled very greatly, man, because everybody's in the earth just walking around doing whatever the fuck they want to do. You got the men of the Lord out here bringing up this word every day, telling you what's coming, and nobody's walking in fear. Nobody's trying to get right. You want to continue on in your wickedness, and guess what? You're going to be brought down in that day, man. You're going to be humbled very greatly. Everybody's in the earth exalting themselves against the Most High, just doing whatever the hell they want to do. But a punishment is coming, man. You see? Because all hell is going to break loose here in the planet Earth, especially here in America. And then that destruction is going to come and top it all off, man. You see? Now, let's go to Joel 2. It says what? Joel 2:1. "Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain." And this is what the men of the Lord are doing. We're crying aloud, sparing not, and let the will of the Lord be known in the earth. We're giving all people the warning of what's coming. See, and only the remnant is taking heed to it, while the 2/3 are still in that state of oblivion, of walking around and continuing on, following in the ways of the heathen. And when the destruction comes, man, you won't be able to say that you wasn't warned. Because we're putting up videos daily, man. We're on the highways and byways each and every week. Rain, sleet, snow, sunny, man. It don't matter. We out there every weekend, man. Letting you know what the Most High is about to bring, because that's what we're supposed to be doing. Crying aloud, sparing not, lifting up our voice like a trumpet, giving our people warning. Salakia. But it goes on to say, let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah cometh, for it is nigh at hand. And all these events we see taking place, it all leads up to the day of the Lord, man. A day of great judgment. A day of great destruction. Real quick. Zechariah 1, it says what? In 14. I'm tripping. No, not Zechariah, Zephaniah, Salakia. Zephaniah 1 and 14. It says what? The great day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of Yahweh, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. Every second that passes by is a second closer to the day of the Lord coming, man. You see? Every day that passes by, we're another day closer to the great judgment being poured out. We're another day closer to the destruction of America. Verse 15 lets you know what type of day is coming. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. This is what the day of the Lord consists of, man. And each day that passes, each second that passes, each hour that passes, you see, we get closer and closer to this day being upon us, man. And it's hastening greatly. You see how these days are blowing by? We're almost, what's the day? It's fucking, we're in the second week of July now, man. You see? This year's blowing by. Because the Most High is speeding up the time for the elect's sake, man. It's time for great judgment to be unleashed in the earth. Now it goes on to say, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as dung, man, because major death is going to take place in the earth, especially here in the land of America, man. You're going to have dead bodies litter in the streets all throughout the planet Earth soon come. And it's all what? A judgment from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. The Most High say he's going to bring distress upon men. Let's get that word distress real quick. Define distress. Distress goes into anguish, suffering, pain, extreme anxiety, sorrow, or pain. This is what the Most High is about to unleash in the earth. And I love to get this word despair. It's a synonym. It says what? The complete loss of or absence of hope. And that's going to be everyone outside of the remnant, because only the remnant know why this is taking place. We know that this is what the Most High intends to do in the earth. That this is his judgment being unleashed. But everyone who's not in the know, they're going to be what? Completely hopeless, man. Having no hope at all. Especially the majority of our people. Because they refused to take heed to these words when the prophets was in the spirit to push it out through the Holy Spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. But it says what? Anguish, suffering, pain, agony, ache, affliction, torment, severe physical or mental suffering. This is what the Most High is about to bring the earth into, man. And it's a great humbling that's about to take place. Just like we read in Isaiah 13. The Most High is about to humble you people, man. You proud ass, you wicked ass nigga, you proud ass women. Hell, a lot of Israelites are going to be humbled in that day. And you heathen nations are going to get it regardless, but you know, we mainly focus on our people. But this is what the Most High is bringing, man. So going back, it says what? Zephaniah 1:17, and I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Because a lot of our people, the majority of our people is going to have no understanding of what's going on, or why what's taking place is taking place. And they're going to be out here like chickens with their head cut off, man. Having no clue of what's going on, man. But there will be no excuse because everyone has heard this message go out. And the majority of our people chose to what? Deny it. Refuse it. Pull away the shoulder. Slap away the hand. But as it says, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. 18. Neither shall their silver nor their gold be able to deliver them in that day of Yahweh's wrath. Your gold and your silver, everybody, I talking about they chasing the bad this and they chasing the bad that, get money nigga and all this other bullshit. That shit is not going to save you when it goes down, man. That's not going to deliver, that you're not going to be able to bribe or pay the Most High off when he starts to pour out the wrath, man. It says what? But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. For he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. You see, because he's going to cause all hell to break loose here in the earth, especially in Babylon, the great America. And then he's going to top it all off with that nuclear destruction, man, making a speedy riddance of everything that's walking on his land. The Most High's easy work, melting. Hey, the elements shall melt with fervent heat, like the Apostle Peter told us, man. Now, call Allah Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. When we go back to Joel 2, it says what? Verse 2 says what? A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong. They have not ever been the light. And this is talking about what? The army of the missiles that the Most High has these heathen nations churning out around the clock. If you don't think that the enemies of America are somewhere manufacturing nuclear missiles right now, you out of your damn mind, man. Because an article just came out a couple years ago where Vladimir Putin commissioned for hypersonic missiles to be put into mass production, man. Why is that? It's because the Most High is preparing to pelt this place with 200 million thermonuclear warheads, man. That's the great army. It's never been this type of destructive force on the earth ever. And these are the weapons of the Most High's indignation. So it says what? Joel 2:2. A great people and a strong. There have not been ever the like. Neither shall there be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. Because this is the last time this type of destructive force is going to be needed on the earth. These missiles have been set up and created for a punishment. This is what Esau is about to reap for all the things that he's done unto the Most High's people. And you're going to have 2/3 of our people partaking in it because they what? They want to continue on in their master's house. So just like Stephen went down with Calvin Candy, you about to have 2/3 of Israel go down with Esau. Verse 3 says what? A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The fire that devours before them is that thermonuclear fire in those warheads. That flame burneth that burneth behind them is the rocket propulsion system that gets it from point A to point B. From one continent to another continent. Hence why the acronym is ICBM, man. Intercontinental Ballistic Missile. Now you got to put hypersonic in front of that. Well, you have missiles that can get from Russia to America in less than 15 minutes, man. This is what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah is about to unleash in the earth. This is what's coming. This is what he's ordained to happen. And we're here to make it known. Joel 2:3, a fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yea, and nothing shall escape them. You hear that? You got this land that's built up all across it, all cities and all these major land masses and just life everywhere, bustling here in the land of America, right? As the Garden of Eden before it. But once these missiles do what the Most High created them to do, this place is going to become a desolate wilderness, man. And what does desolate go into? Let's look that up real quick. Desolate goes into what? Of a place deserted of people and in a state of bleak and dismal emptiness. And that's exactly what's about to become of America. Barren, bleak, stark. You see that? Bare, waste, windswept. Yeah, nuclear windswept. That's exactly what it's about to be. Exposed to strong. Ooh. Exposed. What's the strong winds, man? What's the strong winds, man? Let's get that real quick. Yep. Isaiah 14:23 says what? And I will make it a possession for the bittern. Matter of fact, let's go to this chapter. Okay. All right, yeah, we can start here. Isaiah 14:23. And I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water. And I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. What's that besom of destruction? That nuclear, that hot nuclear wind, man. That's expelled when those missiles detonate on impact. So yeah, America is about to become windswept. Yeah, windswept. That's the title. Verse 24 says what? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai of hosts have sworn, saying, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass. And as I have purposed, so shall it stand. Whoo! You see? I love when the Most High talk like that, man. You see? Because that lets you know he's the supreme power. He's the supreme sovereign power. And whatever he says is what goes. Nobody has no say-so in the matter of what the Most High's will is. You see, and the prophets have only been set up to be a mouthpiece to put the world on notice of what the Almighty God, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is about to do. Now, who gonna stop it? You see? So going back, it says what? And nothing shall escape them. Nothing. You see? Ain't no bunker deep enough here in the land of America to keep you from being destroyed when this nuclear missiles hit. That's how we know these elite, they're going to be outside of the country, because everything in the land of America is going to be destroyed according to prophecy. There ain't going to be no elite in the bunkers in America. If these motherfuckers are bunkers in America, guess what? They're going to be completely melted. Because what? Nothing shall escape them. The bunkers are going to be outside of this country, man. And we're gonna go and grab them up out of those bunkers and make these elite the first fruit of slavery, man. Verse 4 says what? The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. Meaning what? They're swift. Just told you. You can go do the research for yourself. Look up how fast a hypersonic missile can get from Russia to America. Says up to 15 minutes or less. You can't even get a DoorDash order that fast. You see? Verse 5 says what? Like, who? Call Allah Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. Like the noise of chariots on the top of mountains, so shall they leap. Like the noise of a flame of fire that devours the stubble, a strong people set in battle array. And the Most High likens these missiles unto an army. That's why he's calling it people. You see? It's talking about the ICBM missiles, man. They ain't talking about the fucking army of China. No, man. This is talking about the 200 million thermal nuclear warheads that the Most High has prepared to destroy the land of America. You see? It says what? Verse 6, before their face the people... Joel 2:6. Before their face the people shall be much pain. Whoo! Because the Most High gonna wipe those proud ass smiles off your face, man. The Most High is gonna melt that spirit of arrogancy that you people are walking around in the earth with. boasting in pride. You know what I'm saying? Exalting all this madness that's going on here in the land of America up under Esau. Hey, when those fucking missiles are shot, bro, ain't gonna be none of that. It's gonna be, hey, like we just read in Zephaniah, it's gonna be complete despair on the faces of these people, man. You see? And you know what you're gonna be thinking about the whole time? Was those guys that we made fun of, that we were trying to spit on, that we were trying to fight, that we call bums, that we say they're wearing dresses, you see? That we were up here trying to disrupt them preaching. Those guys were right. They were right. All the times I came out of camp and stood there and told them what you preaching is bullshit, they were right the whole time. You people are in for a harsh reality check, man. It says, well, all faces shall gather blackness. They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war. And they shall march every one on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks. They're going to go exactly where the Most High needs them to go. That's why the Most High had these... that's why the Most High had them put that GPS up in there. Because I can guarantee you, each one of these missiles has coordinates locked into it to go exactly where it needs to be. And the majority of those missiles are coming here to the land of America, man. Even the missiles shot off by America's allies, all of those missiles are coming here as well. It tells you that in the book of Revelation 17. You see? Matter of fact, let me get it real quick. It says what? Verse 15. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, the whore represents America, Babylon the Great. And the water represents what? Are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. Now that represents America in two ways. Because America has the most embassies and military installations all throughout this earth. And you got to also understand that America is known as what? The melting pot. This is the most culturally diverse place in the world. That's why this place is known as the melting pot. That's why it says what? The waters that she sits upon, that represents all these nations, you see, that America is ruling over. And that's mingled here in this land. Now it says what? Verse 16, and the 10 horns which represent the EU, which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. So that's talking about America's allies. It's an event is going to take place where the allies of America are going to turn upon this place. And what's going to happen? And shall make her desolate and naked, and eat her flesh and burn her with fire by way of what? Nuclear missiles, man. They get that word desolation again. They get that word desolation again. You see? There it is. Deserted of people in a state of bleak and dismal emptiness. Windswept. You see? The allies of America is going to do this, man. But Russia is going to spearhead it. We know that. It goes on to say, that was it. Matter of fact, for the Most High have put in their hearts to fulfill His will. This is, once again, we just read it in Isaiah 14 as well. This is what the Most High has intended. He's gonna make sure all the players are on the same page doing His will. No one is doing anything outside of the will of the Most High, man, and that's what people are about to realize. The Most High has put it in the hearts in the hearts of the allies of America to do His will, which is what? To completely burn this piece of shit place up. It says what? And give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. And the beast goes into what? NATO. 18. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city, which reigneth over the kings of the earth, which is who? America, Babylon the Great. Going back, Joel 2. None shall break their ranks. Yep. Verse 8 says what? Neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk everyone in his path, you see. And when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. Now, what does this word sword go into? You see? When they fall upon the sword, salah, right? It says weapon, missile, sprout, missile, weapon. So when these missiles, because you've been noticing, a lot of countries are buying up missile defense systems. But the thing is, those missile defense systems are not going to stop these nuclear missiles from doing what the Most High created them to do. When they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. Because these missiles, these nuclear missiles are spirits of vengeance created to do the Most High's will, man. You see? 9. They shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief. Coming out of the upper atmosphere, man. It tells you that in Isaiah 34. Go and read it. Start at verse 5. Verse 10. And then what's going to happen? The earth shall quake before them. The heavens shall tremble. The sun and moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. Because of what? The smoke from the destruction bellowing up into the heavens, man. Blocking out the lights of heaven. You see? Because this place is going to burn for a very, very long time. Smoke is going to rise out of this place for a very long time. Ooh. Revelation 14 and 10, it says, Revelation 14 and 11 says what? And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever. And they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. And guess what? If you take that mark of the beast, which is the RFID-CHIP, you're going to be destroyed here in the land of America, man. And like I just told you, the smoke of your torment, I mean, that burning is going to ascend up forever and ever. It just means a very long time. This is why the lights of heaven are going to be blocked out. If you were standing on the shores of America looking up into the heavens while it's burning, you would not be able to see the heavens, man. Because everything in this place is going to be completely ignited by way of that thermonuclear fire. Verse 11. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great, for he is strong that executeth his word. Once again, it's all about the word of the Most High coming to pass. A word that these people don't believe in. Everybody claiming to be Christian, but as soon as you bring the true understanding of the Bible out, nobody wants any parts of it, man. But we're telling you, what you find written in here is how everything is about to play out around you, according to what the Most High has spoken. And it is faithful and true, man. It says what? For the day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is great and very terrible, and who can abide it? And the only ones who are going to survive this, man, is the remnant of the nation of Israel. And Lord willing, we be a part of the number, because I speak for myself as well as all the other Akim, man. We don't want to partake in this destruction. But this is what's coming, man. America's about to become windswept with thermonuclear fire, man. Thus saith the Bible, thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. So with that, I'm going to end it by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Akim out there, pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah has created us to do. With that, I'm going to say Shalom, Wa, Abba, Babal.